She's part of a NASA study in Texas that measures how the body reacts to extended stays in a confined spot. Basically, they want to see what it's like if you have to be on the moon for a long time. She's been, her longest so far has been 50 days in bed. To get paid to do that sounds like fun. Heather, welcome to the Bob Rivers Show. Hello.
Oh, thank you for having me.
All right. So, I tell you a picture of you there lying in bed.
Yes.
Made the news?
I do a lot of that, but I listened to your intro, and, you described it in an encapsulated way better than most people do. That really was a good rundown.
Oh, good. Well, I understand that now. It would cost a lot of money for a weightless machine because your gravity is 1/6 on the moon what it is on Earth, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And so the way they tilt this bed, your body experiences something like
lunar gravity.
1/6, one lunar gravity.
Yeah.
I heard you also refer to yourself as a Pillownaut.
Pillownaut. Yeah, that kind of started. I put a blog online last year to kind of document my experiences for my mother and my friends. And that was just the name that I chose for the website, so that kind of took off.
Now, are you the only Pillownaut, or is there a whole sleep fleet academy?
No, there's a whole army here. Yeah, in fact, they're almost at capacity. So a bunch of us got kicked out for Ike, and it was empty for a while. But once the hurricane passed and they got back up to full swing, they've got a lot of folks who come through for all different kinds of studies, long-term and short-term. Now,
most of us would think, what a great job, just lie in bed all day. Do you get to read?
Yes, it is a fantastic job. It's wonderful. I read, I can watch DVDs. We have a common room where we can play games and all watch movies together. I work on my laptop a lot, so I keep up with different projects and stuff.
But you don't get to exercise.
I don't get to exercise. You do miss the activity. I'm a big exerciser, but there's a lot of sitting still, but it's for a good cause.
But aren't there health risks to not exercising and just laying there? And do you get bed sores and?
Oh, sure. Well, no, we never get bed sores because we are allowed to move. We can roll side to side. We can be on our back or our stomach.
Okay.
And the bed tilts a couple of different times a day, so you're at different gravities depending on whether they're trying to simulate you in a lunar rover or walking.
But never do you get to stand up, walk. You don't even get to go to the bathroom, right?
No, we don't get to run or do anything like that. So yeah, there is muscle atrophy.
Every time we have an astronaut interview, the bathroom question always comes up. It's going to come up for this too?
Well, it's a tedious question. You'd think people would know by now.
Well, I would think that would be your one little break to take a few steps.
You don't get to take any steps. Yeah. So do they have you hooked up to a thing and you just sort of right where you are, like you're like a kid in the pool?
No, it's a bedpan. It's a standard hospital.
Oh,
you're not a cathronaut then? Wow.
All right.
Space, no one can hear
your pun. Yeah, space, no one can hear your pun. Go ahead with your question.
Heather, do you ever have anybody just freak out, stand up, do jumping jacks, and run out because they just can't take the laying down anymore?
No, I've never seen anybody do that. Most people are really happy to be here and make it through the program just fine. We've had a couple of people leave because of family things or not make it through or break protocol, but I've never actually seen anybody in an active study flip out and run now.
Are you going to ask the question I was going to ask?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
I was going to ask if you have a basic training where they try to break you. Drill sergeant screams at you while you're, you won't stand up! I know you won't stand up, don't you?
That would actually probably be one of the more interesting things that could happen, but no, it's pretty tame. There's a lot of really, really dedicated people here, and we try to give them the best data that we can. So the best mindset to have is when you come in, you want to follow protocol, you want to mimic microgravity or lunar gravity in the way that they've designed it, and that way we keep real astronauts more healthy because they don't have as much time in the space station or on the shuttle to do experiments with plasma volume and blood changes and equilibrium.
Now, do you eat all your food out of a tube?
No, that hasn't been done since Apollo.
That hasn't been done since Apollo. Really?
Well, they have hydratable foods and fresh foods and stuff up on the space station now, so we get a conglomeration of fresh foods and frozen vegetables, rehydrated stuff.
And then the last question, and I'm going to put this delicately and friendly-ish for the radio, but what about intimate moments?
Intimate moments. You give that up when you come here.
Really?
No one's working at missionary control?
No.
You completely give up? Seriously, you have to. So there's a downside.
Well, yes.
What about if you were really sort of quiet, sort of just you? and Ever Ready and the Energizer Bunny, if you know what I mean.
You'd still be on a plane home if anything like that was going on.
Our heart monitor is off the charts. Pulse is elevated, breathing is shallow.
Now, if you are here for science, and you need to be pretty dedicated to that goal.
And you're also there for $10 an hour. Do they pay you around the clock? I mean, every...
Yeah.
24 hours a day?
Yeah, so this is a big misconception that I hear a lot. People think, like, oh, I would never do that for 8 hours a day, $10 an hour. It's not 8 hours a day, it's 16.
So, 16, what about 24?
No, because we're asleep for...
They don't count your
Isn't
sleep.
that funny? They don't pay you while you're sleeping for a bad time. That just seems...
All right, so 16, so it's really like $20 an hour.
Yes.
It's
For
like-
the days that you're away. You also get paid for screening. Like, oh, and actually, I should mention, if anybody's listening to this and you feel like you're interested in the project or want to learn more about it, call 1-866-JSC-TEST, which is the Johnson Space Center screening, and that is 1-866-572-8378.
But you really have to have the right stuff, don't you, like an astronaut? Because I think of myself as a perfect candidate to get paid to lay around all day, but really I'm not. You got to be healthy, don't you?
No, you got to be able to withstand a little degradation in your bone mineral density, so you have to have very strong bones to begin with. If you
They got to screen you out for that. And let's face it, it's like the priesthood and the convent. You have to go without any sex.
I honestly have never even thought about it, and I've never gotten that question.
I'm sorry to be...
we're boldly going where no show has gone before.
Well, but I mean, you say that as if that's absolutely nothing. But for most people, that would be, I think, it depends on how long you're doing it, I guess.
It's a big deal, yeah.
Yeah.
2 or 3 months.
Are you married?
No, I'm not. I'm not
Okay.
married. I don't have any kids, so
Yeah.
it's not as big a deal for me. But it's definitely tough. You can't be a sissy on this. You'll find out what you're made of, because you're going to give up caffeine, sugar, alcohol.
Do you have to have the night stuff? Is that what they call it when you can do this?
The
night stuff.
There you go. Oh, that's good.
She heard your pun. I think it's a
I
breakthrough
just
for us.
keep swinging till one falls in,
Heather Archuleta, working for NASA, sleeping and laying in bed for days and days on end. Heather, nice to talk to you.
It was great to talk to you, too. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye.